Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenogears, and the next round of Deus's little helpers. Whatever. This one is probably one of the most annoying. This one drains your fuel. Now, I did check after I recorded the last episode there, and all of these special techniques that these guys have, Heavenly Anointment, Earthly Anointment, the fuel loss from this one, and I think the other one we already got, which was, I don't remember off the top of my head. What was that? It was something anyway. Basically, as long as you beat these guys, it will seal those abilities, and then you won't have to worry about them. Now, in this fight, I'm going to go for normal attacks, for the most part, at least at the start. And with Billy, since he's got the Ether Gun, you might as well use a square attack, because it does a crap ton more damage than his X attack. And I'm not going to bother with Booster right now. You could if you wanted to, but he does this almost every round, and I'm pretty low on fuel to begin with. So what I want to do is I want to get everyone up to infinity level, since they have the Z Charger, 500 fuel, times 10 is 5,000, and he also does this, which hurts a lot. It basically halves your current HP, so be very careful of that. At least this one doesn't do a whole bunch of damage to you directly, so I guess that's a good thing. And so using Wild Smile doesn't really benefit you. I don't believe you can use, Death Blows on this guy, because for some reason he's like classified as a normal-sized enemy, a character-sized enemy. Maybe because he's flat on the ground there and he doesn't seem to have, a third dimension. He's just a flat thing. But who knows? That's his only normal attack as far as I know. Everything else is drain fuel and whatever else the other one was, halve your damage. Alright, so as soon as I get myself up to that last level, then we'll basically be alternating between charging and restoring frame HP, because I really need it. Once we've gotten to attack level 3, okay, you can do that again. I guess that has to happen, doesn't it? Let's see here. Who do we get to turn with first? Billy. Now, Billy doesn't have super low numbers, so I'm just going to use another square attack with him, get some more good damage out of him. And he should be in that form relatively closely. You don't need too much anyway, so again, I'm going to use an X attack with you. When he guards, he seems to do a lot. You are almost out of fuel, so I'm going to charge with you in the meantime. I still get over 500 some odd fuel this way, so that's good. But trying to fight 400 with 500 means that it will take a long time, which is why I want to get myself into infinity mode pretty much as fast as I can. Let's charge once here, because he starts to spam it after a while, which is kind of irritating. And I am going to need to heal in this fight too. It's kind of what I'm going to use this fight for, is a chance to heal up. It's probably the best chance to do that. He can, of course, have your HP and all that, but as long as we can get a couple of attempts in there, we should be able to at least hover somewhere around 15,000 HP going into the next fight, and that's all I really need. Alright, so you're still not there. Neither are you. Let's just use a normal attack here. And of course, he seems to block a lot, which is annoying, because if he doesn't block, I can do like 5,000 damage to him. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, halves your current HP. Alright, so you're pretty good, so let's use Frame Restore. He'll have to use it one more time, and I can't even do that with you, so I gotta charge first, and then I'll be able to restore with you. Ow. And let's use Frame Restore on you first, and then we'll charge on the next turn. I believe you have one more turn. And so I believe I'm on your last turn of Hyper Mode. So let's charge with you. And you have 2 more turns, if I remember correctly. So we'll do this once, and then we'll charge on your next turn. Yeah, unfortunately this fight's not all that interesting as far as strategy goes for actually defeating the boss. It's all about being prepared for the next boss. So you're there, so I'm going to fix your frame HP one more time, and then I'm going to go all out and take this guy down. So one last charge with you. And that doesn't really hurt all that much. Oh, you have one more charge. Might as well use something like that. And of course, even though you can use the Infinity Death Blows, technically, it just does a normal attack on the guy anyway. Yeah, let's use Jesse Cannon on him, see if we can end this guy pretty quick here. Basically, as far as I have for fuel and for HP, that's what I wanted toward the end of the fight, so if I can take him down relatively quickly, that would be helpful. Like the previous two we fought, somewhere between 45,000 and 54,000 max HP. Just use a normal attack here. Should be pretty close to being dead. Is that your death thing? No, that's your half HP thing. I didn't want that. Oh well. Yeah, I kind of have to, don't I? You really don't want to go into the next fight with that little HP, so build up everyone. Unfortunately, you're going to be a little low on fuel, but that's alright. Okay. I'm going to end up going in there with the... No, I'm not. Let's see here. Restore your HP. That should be... Hopefully I can kill him now in the next go-around. Come on, big money. Yeah, it's tiring watching the same animations over again, but it seems to be the way of the best strategy in most RPGs, not even just this one. You find the best attacks and you spam them. There we go. So yeah, at the end there, it kind of skips through the dialogue a little quickly, but it says it seals the fuel drain ability that Deus has, so now he won't be able to use that. So I can actually take off my Z charges off my other characters for going into that fight. Alright, so final one. This one's pretty difficult, actually. So let's take this guy down. But in order to do that, I think this time we're going to want Booster. This is the other ability, I think, that is sealed. Basically, what it does is it stops two of your characters, allowing only one of them to do anything. And that kind of sucks. So let's Booster right now and start wailing away on him, or do 0 damage. That works too. I'm not too worried about my fuel consumption in this fight because I'm not going to run out. But when you do have Booster on, well, there's your ether damage. That's very helpful to have, because I believe this is ether based. Awesome. If you seal that, it does 0. I didn't even know that myself. Bart wouldn't be a half bad choice if you were going to run in and take on Deus without killing off these guys, which gives him more HP and all of these extra abilities that we've been sealing off. But that's entirely up to you. I'm not sure if Silenced Ether Machine would work on Deus, but I'm sure it might. Maybe. Who knows? Alright, so you, we're going to go for the Jesse Cannon straight up. Not worrying about getting you into Infinity Mode. If Bart gets there, all the better. If not, not a big deal. But the other two should just spam their other attacks at this point. And that should be all we need, but you do have to watch out for his damage, because he can do quite a bit, especially with the attack that I just sealed on him. So that one usually does, like, 5,000, 6,000 to everyone, which is a very powerful attack. You don't really want to get hit with that if at all possible. Yeah, so he's going to freeze 2 people and leave 1 left. I think it's random. I'm not sure. Okay, that means Bart gets to go again, and the other 2 get to sit there and do nothing, which kind of sucks, because Bart's doing the least of the damage right now. Heavenly Anointment. This is one that he won't be able to use anymore. Which inflicts slow? I think for the boss, for Deus, it does something else. I think it's like a stop or a power loss or something like that, or it's just damage. For whatever reason, some of the attacks differ. in what they do, or at least what the guide says they do. Who knows if it's correct or not. I haven't really focused too much on enemies' attacks for strategy unless it comes to basic equipping of certain things to protect against certain elements, right? So I think spending all the extra time on it probably isn't worth it at this point. Would you hurry up and go into infinity mode already? 20% chance I've done it like 8 times. Yeah, that would do a lot of damage, and we would have to heal normally. There we go, we finally got infinity mode. Let's use Soland. This is what it actually looks like when he doesn't just do a normal attack. And yeah, defeated you. There we go. And that ends all 4 of Deus's orbs, which will weaken the boss substantially for us. Now, one interesting thing to note here, if you fly up there with characters that do not include Faye, it won't let you fight the boss. Now, it's not just a, oh, you need your main character kind of thing. It's actually explained, and I'll go over that after switching up my party and checking my gear and all that stuff. Okay, all equipped and set up. I've already shown off these in previous episode there, so just quickly jumping through. Nothing all that interesting here. Now, I did decide to take the Z-Charger off in favor of the Death Blower 1. Probably not the best option, but I haven't really shown off the Death Blower, so I'm going to show it off here. Ether AR plus 3s would be a much better choice. And of course, only do this if you're not set up, like if you've defeated all 4 of the orbs, so that you don't have, like you'll need the Z-Charger if you haven't done that, because you'll use the fuel sucking ability, take 400 fuel off of your gears that have, in this case, only 1,000 total fuel, and you're going to have a very bad time with that because you'll be out of fuel and won't be able to do much of anything. Anyway, if you notice, that one's blonde slash orangish, and that one's looks kind of black, but it's more purple. Remind you of anyone we saw get sucked into Deus? Yeah, I guess they're supposed to be a kind of a reference to Krellian and Miang, but, well, Miang, Ellie. Anyway, first things first, Renki. And we're going to throw on Yamiga after that. For you, we're going to hit up Yin Power, get some more damage going. Of course, that's only self, so I can't spread the love around, unfortunately, but oh well. Remember, the defense down doesn't actually do anything. There we go, attack up for everybody. And since we have speed shoes, auto haste, no need to booster, and that's pretty much the strategy for this boss fight. So how the death blows work is you get to attack level 1 with a level 1 death blower, hit the triangle button, and then you see there's an X combination there for only 10 fuel, which is kind of useful in this case because we don't have a whole lot of fuel to begin with, and it does a butt ton of damage. But yeah, this is what those angels do. They come over and they blast you, dealing damage. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. So yeah. And then, of course, Deus shoots as well. Luckily, he missed on all fronts, which is kind of funny, but oh well. But yeah, they basically attack every time Deus gets a turn, which leads to long animations, and they can do a decent amount of damage. It's, you know, they're there a lot. That's putting it lightly. Unfortunately, they do take a long time with their animations. Going through this boss fight at fast forward speeds is probably preferable. But this is the final boss music. Even though it's full of sound effects, I would like to show off some of them. Or, you know, let you hear some of that music, because it's not bad, that's for sure. Almost max damage with that one, not too bad. And what do we got here? You've got your own as well. They're all kind of different, you know, don't see a lot of them. Now, this is the problem with defeating all of the orbs. Boss of the game is a pushover. Big time. And that is extremely loud. Turn my speakers down. Well, my headphones. That's a lot of explosions. And that's the final boss. Not kidding, that's the final boss. Kind of pathetic. Anyway, I'm not going to go through this sequence today. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to jump back and use my characters very much equipped as they were going in to fight Deus, but this time we're not going to face all of the orbs around him first, and let's see if we can get a decent challenge out of the final boss. One moment. Okay, we're back. This time, we're all set up with the Z-Chargers on for sure. And this time, let's ignore all those balls and let's go straight in for the final boss. This time, a little more challenging. We're going to start off the boss very much the same way. Of course, we don't have death blowers this time, and I think his total HP, it was 40,000 before, and now it's like 70,000. Each of the orbs you kill, I think he drops, like 7,500 HP or something like that. So this time we might actually get a challenge out of this guy. Not to mention he can use a lot of different attacks, which is Heavenly Anointment, which should inflict slow, I believe. Or defense down. Maybe it's a random stat. I'm not exactly sure. This time, I'm not going to go straight for the normal death blows. I'm going to go in and see if I can get something a little more than that. Set up Renki here for the next go-around, and have you just go straight in. Now, I don't think those angels will fly off this time around, because we haven't beaten all the other ones, and that's kind of why they fly off. Now he gets to use them in order to damage. I guess having angel armor in this fight would have been somewhat useful. I didn't remember reading that in the guide there. I wonder how much damage this does. It's been a while since I fought him this way, so... no test fight ahead of time this time around. Well, that's not all that much damage at all. Oh well. And... there we go. Everybody gets more attack power. And this time we're going to go for Hyper Death Blows, which is why we have the Holy Pendants on to begin with. And so that will make our Infinity or mode, or whatever it is, last. There's no way you're getting there anytime soon. Let's use a Death Blow with you for the moment, and we'll build back up to that later. Faye will get in there right away, but yeah, the Holy Pendants will make your Infinity mode or your Hyper mode go from 3 turns. Yeah, he can also heal. That's one of the other things that gets sealed away from him. But yeah, they go from 3 till 6 with the Holy Pendant because it doubles that ability, which is very, very nice. The Z-Chargers are on in this fight because I'll probably run low on fuel at some point, especially with someone like Emerald, who's being way faster than everyone else today. And he seems to be guarding against most of my hits. Let's go straight in for the normal attack, hit the circle button, so I get Infinity mode. You can see the lights kind of shooting out of Xenogears when he hits Infinity mode. Some of the other gears have little telltale signs as well, but they're not as easy to discern. And yes, they can inflict confusion in this fight, which is really annoying. I guess it's that one of their attacks has a random aspect to it that can inflict different status effects. So those pilot shield, they're the one pilot shield we did get in here, which we could buy. I think we can even buy here. Would be somewhat useful, but nah. Oh, I guess once you do enough damage, he changes attack patterns? Is that how that works? I really don't know. Can I heal? Let's see. I don't think this applies to gears. I've never really used that. Removes all effects. Let's see if that works. No effect in gear. Yeah, I had a feeling, but I tried anyway. Wonder if that will remove the confusion from them. Haven't had to deal with confusion too much in this game, so... There are enemies around here, around the world map and all that. Let's try the Gotenks. See if that does max damage too. That can confuse you, but they're normal enemies that don't deal a lot of damage, so it's really nothing to worry about too much. Alright. One more attack. Yeah, I guess he's stuck in that for a while yet. Wonder if that will ever wear off. Maybe I have to hit him and deal damage? Or they do, I guess. But they're not really helping me out on that front. Yeah, there's probably no way you're gonna get in there. Not at 8%, so we'll just do that there and call her a day. Yeah, Xenogears is going to be the heavy hitter for this fight. Hey, look at that. You decided to attack someone that wasn't me. Thanks. Let's try the triangle one there. See what this does. Can I do max damage with all three of them? I can! Look at that! And yeah, it's... Even when he's more powerful, he's still not too difficult to deal with. But... let's fast forward through that since we've already seen it. That's not the last time I'm going to face off this guy. Next time, at the start of the episode, we will be decked out with G and SR 50s or whatever, and I'll show you how much attack power I have and how easily you can walk through the final boss. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.